Picture this: warm sun, salty breeze, and a 16-year-old girl who's been counting down to summer like it's the only thing that matters. Meet Isabel Belly Conklin, our girl who literally measures her life in summers. Every June, she, her mom Laurel, and her big brother Stephen haul themselves to Cousins Beach to bunk at the Fisher family's seaside house. Susanna Fisher, called Beck, is Laurel's lifelong best friend, and Susanna's sons, brooding Conrad and sweet Jeremiah, have been like older brothers to Belly since forever. Basically, Belly's world is this beach house, this perfect summer idyll, and she's been crushing on Conrad since she was a kid. Not to brag, but that crush is massive and totally unrequited until maybe this summer. All Belly wants is a normal, dreamy summer to soak up sun, surf, maybe get noticed by her crush, but she's walking into a whirlwind of secrets and heartaches that she never saw coming. Belly is no outsider here. Cousins Beach is practically her second home. Every hot afternoon, she's digging her toes in the sand with Conrad and Jeremiah, the two boys she's known her whole life. Susanna, Conrad and Jeremiah's mom, has always been there like a second mom, and Adam Fisher, their dad, is often around too. Laurel and Susanna have been BFFs since they were kids, so their families have basically merged into one giant summer clan. But hold up, there's drama below the surface. Susanna once battled cancer, and though she's healthy now, the shadow of that still lingers. Oh, and Belly's own family? Well, her parents just divorced, so her world back home is kind of messy. So imagine having all that as background noise. Belly's head is spinning between her parents' breakup and the worry over Aunt Beck's past illness, all while she's trying so hard to finally be noticeable. Now, poor Belly has been the eternal sidekick, chubby-cheeked and sweet, next to her pouty best friend, Taylor. In flashbacks, we see little Belly, glasses and all, trailing after glam Taylor like a lost puppy. Taylor was always the cute one who got all the attention. Belly hated how she compared herself to Taylor's makeup and skinny dipping bravado. But this summer, OMG, Belly has totally blossomed into a beautiful young woman, and everyone can see it. Suddenly, Conrad and Jeremiah do double takes when she walks by. Even Conrad, who usually just scowls and hides behind moody shades, seems more aware that Belly's not a little girl anymore. It's like the whole universe is signaling, "Hey world, Belly's hot now." And you better believe Belly notices. She's been waiting for this moment her whole life, begging for her crush to finally look at her the right way. But plot twist, Conrad isn't turning love eyes back yet. Instead, he's distant and cranky, like a grumpy cloud hanging over the summer. Belly quickly learns why. Conrad has ghosted his old life. He quit the football team, dumped his girlfriend, and taken up smoking in secret. And he's got this sullen vibe that makes Belly feel like she's stuck in the friend zone forever. Talk about a red flag. Conrad is acting weird, and it drives Belly crazy because she needs him to just smile back at her once. Every time she tries to read his face, it's a blank wall. Why is he being such a jerk? Belly will spend the whole summer piecing that together. Meanwhile, Belly tries her best to play it cool. Convinced Conrad will never notice her, she shrugs and does what any rational teen would. She chases after another boy. Cue Cam, an unassuming guy she meets at a party. Turns out Cam and Belly actually met back in middle school, so there's a fun coincidence. Cam is nice, sweet, polite, and totally straight edge, meaning no partying, no drama, no skeletons in the closet. He's basically the chill guy next door who actually opens doors and always asks permission before he kisses her. At first, Belly is like, fine, I'll see what happens. But sweet vulnerability aside, Cam is kind of boring. I mean, he literally asks, "May I kiss you?" like his grandma taught him manners. Belly likes that he cares. He's different from Conrad and Jeremiah's wild energy, but she wants more. She secretly daydreams about wild summer night kisses and skinny dipping in moonlight, and Cam, with all his propriety, just doesn't fulfill her. She even gets quietly frustrated, thinking, "Come on, Cam, don't you have any passion?" It's not his fault, but Belly wants that rush, and Cam is safe and square. Cue the classic teen dilemma. Like a roller coaster, Belly's bartering between stable and exciting, between Cam's steady heart and the storm she feels with Conrad. Now, let's rewind a bit. Before Belly met Cam, earlier summers have already shown us how Belly's relationship with Taylor was a sore point. One flashback from last year's visit shows young Belly making out with Jeremiah during a game of Truth or Dare, only to realize Conrad, her crush, and even Belly's own brother Stephen are watching. She's mortified, poor kid, and Taylor gets mad after hearing about it, which in turn makes Belly feel even more like an outcast. That memory haunts her a bit. Here I am, kissing Jeremiah when Conrad is watching. What does that even mean? These flashbacks about Taylor coming for visits basically underscore how Belly always felt invisible. Now, in present day, Taylor actually isn't around at the beach. She's off doing city stuff, so Belly's feeling lonely and transformed. All she's got here are these Fisher guys and her worried mom. But deep down, Belly knows something has shifted. She looks hot, people treat her differently, and maybe, just maybe, something will happen. Back to the crazy present. Summer kicks up the drama when Belly finally does confront Conrad. But hold up, first we need to talk about Jeremiah's surprise move. Jeremiah, who's basically Mr. Perfect Guy to Belly, sweet, teasing, funny, suddenly blurts out at some point that he has feelings for her. What? We all do a double take, because Jeremiah has always been the little brother type who seemed perfectly happy watching Belly pine after his bro. But nope, he unexpectedly declares he kinda likes Belly. For a minute, Belly's head spins. Team Jeremiah, huh? But her heart is still clinging to Conrad's name on loop. Jeremiah's confession just tilts her universe even more. It's like, you're not supposed to fall for me. I'm supposedly all into your brother. How do I even handle this? Jeremiah makes himself super confusing to Belly and, honestly, all of us. But it definitely gets everyone wondering which brother really has claims on Belly's heart. The tension blows its top pretty soon after that. Belly finally decides enough is enough. She's going to go tell Conrad exactly how she feels, no matter what. She corners him and blurts, "I love you, Conrad." Yes, she really says it, probably screaming in her head, but still blurting it out. And guess what? Conrad doesn't swoon or confess love back. He freezes like she's speaking Greek. This is the moment you expect a kiss or a confession of feelings, right? Nope. Instead, Conrad shuts her down. He rejects her. Just like that. No response, no reciprocation, nothing. Ouch. Talk about a gut punch for Belly. She threw her cards on the table and the guy folded immediately. Now things get real ugly for a hot second. Jeremiah is furious. He hears Conrad brush Belly aside, and it stirs something deadly in the older brother. A fist fight is about to erupt between the Fisher boys. Laurel, their moms, jumps in and has to basically separate them. Picture her screaming bloody murder. "What the heck are you two doing?" as she locks them away. It's complete chaos on the porch. Belly stands there watching her two lifelong big brothers nearly come to blows over her. Talk about emotional overload. And then Laurel quietly pulls Belly aside and spills the biggest secret Belly never saw coming. Susanna's cancer is back. Like, it's serious. She's sick again, and the whole Fisher family is living in fear. The reason Conrad has been a distant zombie all summer? Because he thinks the end is near for his mom. Hearing that, Belly's brain basically short circuits. Of course, no wonder Conrad quit everything. He's been trying to handle the only thing that really matters. Suddenly that screams louder than any of the petty crush drama. So here we go, switch gears. Belly isn't thinking about romance anymore. She's thinking about family. Immediately, she becomes the comfort queen. She huggles Jeremiah, who is shaking and crying. Jerome's been steely as a rock, and now he just crumbles. She goes to Susanna, looks into her eyes, and promises, "Aunt Beck, I will always take care of your boys. Don't worry, I've got this," or something totally cheesy like that. In a beautiful, soft scene, Susanna actually talks to Belly alone and gives her what she's needed, her blessing to date Conrad. Susanna says something like, I see how you look at Conrad. If I were him, I'd be dating you already," and with a wink basically encourages it. It's an emotional mix of grief and love pouring between them. Belly is crying, Susanna is smiling, and you feel in your bones how much Susanna cares about Belly as the girl who will grow up to be family. Then, because Jenny Han loves a sweet moment, the story throws us one more candy. After all this drama, Conrad and Belly finally have a moment alone. Belly kisses Conrad. Yes, she just plants one on him without warning. It's tender and desperate all at once. Conrad doesn't fight it. He kisses her back for a second, but the mood is still tragic. Right after, Conrad looks at Belly with these watery eyes and basically says, I can't do this right now, Belly. I'm sorry. He's too wrecked, he says, by what's happening to his mom to handle anything else. He literally pours out how lost he is. Belly's heart breaks a little. He's the only person she wanted in that moment, but she understands. She's matured a bit this summer already, and she tells him, I'll wait. I'll be here. It's a beautiful, crushing moment of love and heartbreak at once. Finally, the end of summer arrives. That last Saturday on the beach is the saddest one yet. Everyone quietly packs up, saying farewell to Susanna with brave smiles and hugs. Belly doesn't even mention romantic goodbye. The air is too thick. Then summer truly ends. Days pass into fall, Belly goes back to school, and things with Jeremiah and Conrad go silent. You think the story would end on a sad note, but nope, here comes the curveball. Several months later, in the middle of winter, Conrad shows up on Belly's doorstep, like knock knock, mysterious midnight visitor. She hears his car outside, her stomach jumps out. After Mom's asleep, Belly sneaks down, opens the door, and there's Conrad in a hoodie, snow on his shoes, that serious but tender look on his face. He's driven miles from Boston just to see her. He hands her a letter Susanna wrote, goodbye letters to her summer kids, and tells Belly he missed her beyond words. He's shy and nervous, but the point is, he's there. Belly stares at him, teary-eyed, and in that instant, you feel the electricity. They run and hug on her porch in the cold dark. It's quiet, but totally it's them now. Wordlessly, it's like Conrad finally realizes what he's felt all along. As the snow gently falls, those two just hold on to each other. That's the final scene. Belly's heart pounding, Conrad's eyes full of affection, and everything about summer finally coming full circle. The screen or page fades out with us 100% sure that this love story is just beginning. So yeah, that was absolutely the summer Belly turned pretty. Every hug, every fight, every heartache, and all the sweet kisses spoiled for you. Wild, right? What do you think? Team Conrad or Team Jeremiah? Could you have done better if you were Belly? Remember, she kept her promise to Aunt Beck. And look at Conrad now. It's the kind of ending that makes you go, damn, that was intense.